of myself entirely in virtual reality using tilt brush, and it was created to show the exponential world building power that you feel as a creative in VR. Just all very, very magical. And the tilt brush brushes really add to this feel of magic. You know, you've got like magic, sparkly, to create instead a quite empowering piece. So here we are in the scene here. So this piece is called Future Goals. This is what I made for the National Football Museum. So we start off first in this scene. See this girl, she's playing football on her estate, quite a derelict goal post, and she's wearing a very oversized t-shirt. We can assume it's like her dad's or something, with messy writing where she's written her name. So, you know, she's customized it, made it her own. And she is about to score a goal with this football, which I'm going to now zoom inside. And when we go inside the football, we see a whole other world. We're now inside a stadium. And if we go right to the front here, you see a girl, and she's scoring a goal for England. And that is in fact the girl that we just saw kicking the football, but older. And there she is with her England badge. She's scoring that goal.
Can you zoom in on her face again?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
How did you do the eyes so well?
Yeah, they're very
unreal.
There's a brush and tilt brush which you can add like a glass. I'll just get it on, and it's really, really nice at making like a, you know, like a glistening effect, which I always use for eyes because it really does add that character. And tilt brush is this really cool feature where when you click on a sketch, it actually starts to load up. So as you see here, this is my sketch that I drew in the order that I drew the brush strokes. So this can make for a really interesting narrative technique, which is what I'm doing here. And this scene just slowly just starts to develop. Here we are in the final scene. So this narrative just unfolds using paint strokes. So each continent, as we see here, is demonstrated like a little pie slice almost, and each one has all the natural landscapes of each continent displayed in order from north to south. So you can see all this detail here. I was worried because of the amount of stuff going on. You know, it looks quite chaotic and stuff like that, but I feel it really tells the narrative of nature, and nature is chaotic, nature is spontaneous.
Do you just dive in there, or do you?
That's a good question. I was literally talking about that. We're going to talk about that here. So over here we have some of the plans I did. So yeah, I collected loads of pictures of the landscapes I was going to do, and I planned out where they're going to go, north to south and the continent, and then just, yeah, lots of planning, and then I took that into tilt brush because you can take pictures in, and just started working from that bit by bit. Slices are also very clean. There's no human interruption. So if we go into the Great Barrier Reef, no plastic. There's no plastic in there. It's all just, you know, preserved nature's beauty. I just didn't want to show any, you know, human interference. I wanted to preserve how beautiful nature is. I did include the pyramids. I mean, they're not natural. Nice cave actually in Antarctica. I was going to be thinking about making like a little memory diary of my travels, because the Oculus Quest came out last Easter time or something, last year, and that was just in time for my holidays, so I brought it with me on holiday and documented like a little travel journal. And what I soon found out is that when I was drawing these sketches, because of the immersion that I had when I'm painting them, I'm instantly taken back to that time when I drew them. So when I look at these pictures now, I instantly think of the hot summer that I had and the sweaty headset and stuff like that. It's just a really lovely way of preserving memories. Opened up the door. Woohoo! What's in there? A little snowman. Yeah, the snowman. We're getting in a festive spirit when Christmas is well and truly over. And then I took this little snowman guy into the scene and add him there. So I did that for each thing you see in this scene right now was hidden behind one of those doors of the advent calendar, and I just took it out and placed it. So one of all these houses, this Christmas tree, all this was all stored in the advent calendar, and I just built up this narrative, this winter wonderland each day. I just knock on the door. Hello. So you can see lots of detail put into this scene. You've got this nice little festive house.
But was that one thing in the calendar, or like not each of those things?
That was a snowman actually just there, but everything here was in the calendar. I don't think the furniture and stuff wasn't. It was mainly the iconic Christmas stuff, like the nice little fireplace, the Nutcracker over there, gingerbread house, and Advent Inception. And the star and the presents, all that. Like little sketches, getting that 3D-ness aspect. So this is the rough stages of that self-portrait you saw earlier. Creating an environment in particular, you need to know how big things are going to be. So if you create like a big, city block, city skyline, and then you're like, whoa, that's huge. I don't want it to be that big, or I want it to be bigger. Rough block arts like this are super handy because you can't really plan like this on paper. Especially when you're doing 3D stuff, if you're actually not wanting to make for VR, you're just doing 3D. Using VR as that tool to plan for 3D is super helpful because you're just getting that vision from inside the world that you don't usually have. As I'm painting, it does come quite performative. You're moving around, creating this art in space, and it becomes a performance. Your body's telling the story of the art you're creating, which I find really, really nice, and it's what got me into touch performances, which I do. So, yeah, one of the things that I love most about Tiltbrush is, in comparison to other VR platforms, which are like Quill and stuff like that, it's the variety of brushes, like these animated ones here, and just the amount of brushes that you can really bring your imagination and creative concepts to life exactly how you envisage them. And it's just so pretty to work in. The UI, which I'll just show you here, is just so lovely, and it makes noises when you click on it. And if you have like a disco brush and then you go up to it, it goes wah wah wah. It's just like little things like that, which just make it so nice, and it's like a nice happy space to be in, which I think is such a good thing for VR because it's also it's just you and your art. It's very cozy. You're not distracted by your phone because your phone doesn't exist in here. It's just you and your art. So it's a very personal space, and Tiltbrush, which is made by Google. They've done it right. They've really thought about how to make it a nice space to be in. Yeah, that's what it should be like working in the VR space. It should be a happy space, just you and your art, to world build, shift space, and make reality. Yeah, thank you so much for listening.